So we back with another video, and we got y'all with the last iteration of the best point guards in NBA 2K23. And this is gonna be the last time we go over this. The next time it may have some builds like this is going to be in the best builds in the game. That will be the last like dedicated rankings build video I drop for 2K23. That all will be coming in soon. If you guys do want the big man builds, that will be dropping. I also have my last dedicated build video where I will be discussing the best build in NBA 2K23. So yeah, all that will be coming. You guys do be enjoying these videos. You guys want more videos like this come 2K24, just go ahead and show the support by liking the video, subscribing if you're new. It's about that time. Without further ado, let's hop into it. Alright, man, so I've been streaming pretty consistently. We're going live every day, consistent hours, doing all different types of content, not just 2K. Now, if you messing with that, YaboiFitz on Twitch, your YaboiFitz on Kick with 3 Z's. I guess I'm just not like that. I couldn't get the regular name. But yeah, if you do want to show some support for your boy, I would appreciate it. It's really just that simple. Links in the description.
You will get caught.
Alright, so for the last place, it's the build that people have said time and time again is the best build in the game. Now, when it comes to making a guard build, it's kind of different, because when it comes to making a guard build, you kind of going for more being a guard. And I think guard is able to do shooting and dribbling at a lot higher rate than I guess this build. So this build is still really good. I'm gonna give you guys 2 versions, one that you can be more of a guard with, and just one that's just a better overall totality version. So we're gonna be point guard, handed number. We on the no money spent account, which I have not played on in a minute. 6'9", yes, 6'9" comes in that last place. Like I said, we're gonna give y'all 2 versions of this one. 187, 6'10", body type is up to you. Now when it comes to the build, you're gonna be 14 finishing, 23 shooting, 20 playmaking, and 18 defensive. Easily you gonna wanna put like extra badges on finishing, but you only need 2 more if you wanna be able to use posterizer, because limitless takeoff and slithery are in tier 1 and tier 2, which would make the 6'9" so OP. And you are gonna have a 92 driving dunk, so you're gonna be able to have a lot of the content dunks, but you won't have that gold posterizer. But the reason why you won't have that gold posterizer on a 6'9" is because you will have a 92 3 ball, which is why I think this is more towards a guard build than the other one I'm gonna give you, which is gonna be probably a little bit more balanced. But yeah, and I'm trying to give y'all a little bit different options in this video, because disclaimer, every single time I do one of these videos, people be like, these are all the same builds. But it's not really my fault that to get certain badges, to reach certain thresholds, you have to pretty much do that on all the same builds. It's not like if you make a 6'1" to get a certain badge, it's a lower requirement and stuff like that. It's the same requirements no matter what height, no matter what weight, no matter what wingspan you are. So a lot of the attributes are going to be similar when it comes to making similar builds. But yeah, all that out the way. Yeah, you're going to want to add the extra badges on finishing. Shooting, you're going to be able to have a 92 3 ball that's going to allow you to have gold limitless range, but you also going to have gold 83s, but as a tier 2. But pretty much all the shooting badges, at least gold or Hall of Fame. Then when it comes to the dribbling, you won't have Hall of Fame quick first step, which is the only build on this list, is why it comes in at last place, because I do think 6'9" is kind of held back as a guard, because it doesn't have the quick first step Hall of Fame. It doesn't have the best dribble moves in the game, so it kind of does get held back because of that. But it does have a 75 pass accuracy, does have a 75 field ball, which is going to allow you to have a Michael Jordan dribble style and stuff like that, and the LeBron James pass style and stuff like that. Interior defense, you will have a 68 interior defense. You'll have a 88 printed defense to play on ball D, 78 steal to be able to play passing lanes, 75 block to get the chase down, 65 rebound just to have any rebound and just to get as many badges as possible. That's for both the defensive rebound and the interior defense, but interior defense is good just to have hands up defense and stuff like that. Then you have an 80 speed just so you can be as fast as possible, with 81 acceleration so you can be able to have the fastest speed boost possible in this build. Didn't care too much for strength too much on any of these builds, because they are all pretty much guard builds. 82 vertical to go alongside the 92 driving dunk to have content dunks on current gen. That does not matter, so if you are copying these builds from current gen, you put the vertical on these builds whatever you want. Everything else you can kind of copy, but that's just kind of what it is. And then 90 stamina. Takeovers wise, we end up with limitless range and finishing moves, but these are the options: slasher, shot creator, sharp, and lock. And then when the build comes out ass, like I said, I'm gonna show you guys 2 for this 6'9". I may show you guys 2 for another build, but I'm not 100% sure if I'm gonna do that yet. And the build comes out as similar to shades of Lonzo Ball, Penny Hardaway, and LaMelo Ball. Build comes out as a two-way inside-out scorer. So let's show you guys the alternative. All right, so for the alternative, I said I was gonna give you guys one, but I actually forgot. I actually have two alternatives for 6'9s now because of the rebirth builds. So we got the rebirth version where you pretty much just gonna be going for pretty much just having everything on one build. So you're gonna be point guard, 6'9", 187, 7'6". This is one I usually show you guys. This is gonna be able to have pretty much everything that you possibly wish to have on one build. 93 drive and dunk, 80 layup, 83 three ball, 86 pass accuracy, 87 ball handle, 75 skill ball that has the dribble style, 76 interior defense, 88 perimeter defense, 85 steal, 75 blocks, 73 rebound. All that is to get as many badges as possible on defense while also having great defensive attributes. Then on the physicals, you even gonna have a 75 speed, an 81 acceleration, 71 strength, 82 vertical, and a 90 stamina. Now, these are the takeaways you get on this one. Now, for the other one, it's gonna be a slightly different version, but you're gonna be able to have pretty much a higher three ball and still be able to have pretty much everything else that you saw in that last build. So yeah, you have a slightly higher three ball, but you don't have as much pass accuracy. So that's a hit that we are definitely willing to take. And you even get a little bit more speed and strength. So those are the other alternatives that you can go with. This one or the other one, or you can just go with the first one that just has a higher three ball. And yeah, it's not gonna be as crazy for the defensive rebounding in totality, but yeah, it's really on you what you want to go with out of all these builds that I'm showing you guys on this entire list. I just had to make sure I show you guys the multiple differences for the 6'9". All right, next is going to be the build coming in at number 4. And again, we're doing this in order of guard and point guard, not just in totality of what's the better build. So point guard handing numbers up to you. We're gonna be 6'8". So 6'8", 186, 7'5", body type is up to you. When it comes to the build, you're going to be 15 badges, 18 shooting, 20 playmaking, and 20 defensive. So when it comes to this build, the thing that's really holding it back from the other builds that's going to be higher on the list is pretty much the ball handling ability. This build has Hall of Fame quick first step unlike the 6'9s. This build has really good tier 1s and tier 2s like the ones that's going to be later in this video. But the big difference is going to be the dribbling ability. You won't have that 90+ ball handle, so you won't have like the Damian Lillard size up escapes. You won't have a lot of different things, but you still will have the dribble style. You still gonna be able to have the good pass style. You still gonna have a lot of the stuff that you really want on your build. You're gonna be able to shoot. You're gonna be able to have the contact dunk. So you're even gonna have a limitless takeoff Hall of Fame. Now you will have to add more badges on finishing, but you only gotta add 3 more. You get 4 more with every rebirth. If you're on current gen, you get way more than that. If you're on next gen, you can get way more than that, depending on how many times you hit level 39 in the different seasons and stuff like that. So you can definitely have enough badges on this build very easily. You have really good array of options when it comes to attributes wise, top to bottom. The speed, acceleration is good. The only thing, like I said, I didn't really force the strength on none of these builds, but vertical, that's gonna be up to get the driving dunk and get contact dunk. So yeah, current gen, that's not that big of a deal, so you can put the vertical whatever you want, but I would say you still want to have it kind of high because of the block and rebound. It does get you better animations on those two things. But all in all, this build pretty much top to bottom is just as balanced as possible. It's gonna have the limitless takeoff, gonna still have some layup, gonna be able to shoot, get some silver and gold, even Hall of Fame badges with some great tier 1s and tier 2s, especially with that Agent 3's tier 2. Then when it comes to the playmaking, you gonna have that Michael Jordan dribble style, LeBron pass style, but even if you don't want to use LeBron, you can use none, which is also another great one. But you will have the Hall of Fame quick first step, unlike the last build. And then when it comes to the defense, you go have a 71 interior defense, an 88 perimeter defense with an 85 steal. That's going to have you playing good on-ball defense to get passing lanes and even get some on-ball plucks while still having that 75 block and be able to do chase down blocks, which is actually kind of a big deal. But if you don't have block, I do find myself playing a little bit better defense on ball because you can't let people really get by you. So yeah, people do kind of rely on that chase down a lot, which is really a good badge once it gets to gold. And then 66 rebound, just to be able to have the rebound to get extra bad, and just to be able to rebound. It's just that simple. Now when it comes to the takeovers, you're going to end up with slasher, sharp, playmaker, and lock. All really, really good options. It's really on you which one you want to go with on these. I would go with limitless range and finishing moves. Quite obvious for me. That's just what I would do. And the build comes out as similar to shades of Lonzo Ball, Tyrese Halliburton, LaMelo Ball. And yeah, the build comes out as a two-way inside-out creator. All right, so last but not least, coming in at number 1 for the best guard, best point guard build in NBA 2K23. First things first, like and subscribe. Point guard handing numbers up to you. when it comes to the build, we're gonna be 6'3". If you've seen my recent videos, I gave y'all a series going over build that would replace the 6'9", build that would replace the lockdowns, build that would replace the big man, and this was the build that I started that series off with, but I kind of tweaked it a little bit for this video, like I did in that video a little bit, and gave y'all some tips that can make it even better. So 6'3", 170, 7-foot wingspan, body type is up to you. Now when it comes to this build, you can quite easily go for a 96 acceleration just like the last one if you don't believe in the gym rat stuff, but I did go 95. I did go 94 stamina for in case just want to get that as high as possible. 82 vertical to go alongside the 93 driving dunk to be able to have contact dunks. 36 strength doesn't really matter too much on a build like this because it's gonna be tough to get that up anyway. 80 speed to be able to be fast off the ball. Then yeah, 93 driving dunk. Let's go with the biggest tweaks I changed. We have an 85 layup. The first time I made this, when I was going over it, the one thing I would change is definitely going for an 85 layup. That's one thing I would change. Now, another thing I said I would change in that video, I actually said I would go with an 85 vertical so I can be able to have the small contact dunks. Now, if you want to do that, by all means do that. The only thing I say is you got to take a hit somewhere. Now, one thing I think you probably would want to take a hit would be the block. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really get too many blocks on this build. The reason why I do think you still want to have the block rating with chase down artists. Chase down artists is not only for chasing down people that's rim running. The real reason why I think you want to still have this block rating and chase down is because when you're trying to close out on people and they're like at the 3-point line, you're gonna get way better blocking or jump or contest animations when trying to go and contest somebody on the 3-point line. Maybe your teammate is kind of tweaking and you gotta play two sometimes. You can kind of really help off people a lot easier with silver chase down artists than without having any block. So I do think you get way better block animations, and you do get to sometimes get some chase down blocks when people are trying to rim run you, and that's gonna happen a lot when you are on a 6'3 build. But yeah, you do have an 86 perimeter defense. You have a 78 steal just to be able to play passing lanes. I kind of want that to be a little bit higher. You can get that up as well by lowering the block. Let me show you guys. You can lower the block, pretty much go 85 here, and then try to get this up. But you would have to lower this. You would definitely have to lower this, and even then you won't have the 85 that you really want to go for. So then at that point you would have to lower the driving layup, and that's just not what we really trying to do. So we gonna raise everything back up that we did. Okay, so you still can get like a 57 block, but again, it's still just gonna be bronze. Now if you could somehow get this to, you know what I'm saying, if you can somehow get that to a 59, by all means try to do that. But if you were to try to get the small, I think you would have to go for this, and then you would go like this, and then you would, oh, whoa. I got too much remaining right there. I'm not trying to do that like that. You have to still put up block. I think what I would probably do is I would probably go like this. Okay, see, that's trying to troll. But yeah, I would just try to tweak it somehow to get it like this. If you want to have the small contact dunks and you want to have the Kyrie layup package, or just all the layup packages possible besides long athlete, that's what you would have to do. Something like this, you would just have to take a hit there. But honestly, I would probably still keep it like this, and then lower this, and then go 68, and then this would be 76, just like it was originally. So 85 layup to have the Kyrie, 93 to have the gold posterizer, gold limitless takeoff, gold slitty finisher. But also you're gonna have Hall of Fame area wizard and contact dunks because you do have the 82 vertical. Now you could have all the contact dunks if you go with an 85, so you will have the small. On Carrington, this doesn't matter as much because vertical does not go into hand with your driving dunks, so you can just put that to whatever, like I've been saying for all the builds. 72 mid range to be able to have an extra badge, 85 3-pointer to be able to have silver, all these tier 3 badges, but pretty much still have all these other badges, Hall of Fame or gold. Then when it comes to the ball handle, 92. A big difference between this one, the 6'1" and the 6'3" is because they do have those under 6'5" ball handle moves, which is pretty much strictly for like those builds that's under 6'5", so you can have like the D Rose, the Steve Francis, all that type of stuff, which is very, very overpowered. So I do find dribbling to be a lot easier and a lot easier to get yourself open with these under 6'5" builds. I will say that. But the 6'7" with just that Damian Lillard do be moving. So don't think just because it's a 10 lower acceleration is gonna make a significant difference, because I'm gonna be honest, these three builds are very, very close. It really is the depending on what your preference really is. So that's what I can say. But interior defense, I did get that up. Block, I did get that up, went over that, and I went over everything else. Takeovers wise, you're gonna end up with slasher, shot creator, sharp, and lock. I think you do get pretty much the best options in the game. Takeover wise, you get the slasher options. That's gonna give you probably the best +10s or +8s for next gen. But if you get juice, you get even higher than +10. You get all the way up to like +21 with juice. You get the shot creator take, so you can take people's ankles. You can do the fade one. You can get the one where it doesn't really matter if you fade. It's, no matter what the contest is, you can still green that. You can get any of the sharp takes and any of the lockdown takes for in case you do think that defense is a little lacking on your build. And yeah, that's pretty much the build. The build comes out as similar to shades of Lonzo Ball, Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf, and Colin Sexton. I don't know why Colin Sexton. That's so random, but yeah, inside out shot creator. And yeah. Alright, so next coming in at number 2. Now this build you could argue is number 1. It's definitely the best big guard, tall guard, whatever you want to call it, build for point guards. If you're trying to make a point guard, I would definitely recommend this more than the point or than the 6'8" and the 6'9", because you're gonna have a lot of the better dribble moves. Not all of them, but a lot of the better dribble moves, and still be able to have all the versatility that you get from a 6'8" and a 6'9". So let's hop into a point guard. Handing numbers up to you. You're gonna be 6'7", 184 and 7'4". You're gonna really be able to argue that this one is better than the number 1. The number 1 just is a little bit better offensively. This one is better defensively. And I'm not gonna just say a little bit, it's way better defensively. And you could even argue it's just as good offensively. But I do think the speed boost gap on these two builds is what really sets them apart. So 6'7", 184, and wingspan is up to you. The real big difference between this one, 3, and 1 is defense and dribbling ability. You're gonna pretty much have similar shooting. I think the last one's gonna have the best shooting on the entire list. I think this one is just better dunking than the last one, and the one that's gonna be, I think the one that's next is gonna have the same dunk. The dribbling though, you will have a 90 ball handle, so you will have the Damian Lillard escape, but you won't have those under 6'5" signature size ups that are very overpowered. So you won't be able to have that. There is an animation glitch, but I don't really advise to doing that. So that's just what I'll say. But yeah, 75 steal ball, so you can be able to have the Michael Jordan dribble style. 75 pass accuracy, so I have LeBron James passed out, or even a none. But you can go even higher on that if you want to. But yeah, you're gonna have a 93 driving up to be able to have the contact dunks and gold posterizer and gold limits takeoff. You're gonna have Hall of Fame area wizard, and you're gonna have 14, so you're gonna have to add more badges here. 73 layup, 58 close shot, and a 55 standing up, just to be able to have 14 finishing badges. When it comes to the shooting, you got an 85 3 ball with a 70 mid range and a 70 free throw to play 5v5. But 85 3 balls, so you can have silver. All these tier 3 silver, and then golden Hall of Fame. Then when it comes to the defense, you're gonna have a 70 interior defense at 6'7" with max wingspan, 87 perimeter defense. So you're gonna be good on ball defense, but also to get an extra badge, and then be able to get clamps and challenger. Then when it goes to 85 steal, you're gonna have both silver glove and interceptor. Then you have a 75 block to be able to have gold chase down artist. I think you need at least minimum gold chase down artist for it to really be doing anything consistently. I think silver is okay, but if you really want to be able to get consistent chase down blocks and get consistent good animations on chase down blocks, you do want to have gold. So yeah. Now when it comes to the 66 rebound, again, every single time I put the 66 rebound was really mainly to get as many badges as possible, but also for the people that do want to have some rebound, just in some case to go up for a rebound, you do have that. Now 80 speed, just to be as fast as possible off the ball. 84 acceleration to be able to speed boost as fast as possible with a 6'7" build, and then 45 strength. Didn't care too much about strength on none of these builds besides a couple of those 6'9s, but those were really made for rebirth builds. And then 82 vertical, that's to be able to go alongside that 93 driving up to be able to have elite contact dunks. But if you are on current gen, that doesn't really matter, but you still want to put that up to be able to have the block and rebound, get that have the best animations possible. And then 90 stamina. Then when it comes to the takeovers, you're gonna end up with slasher, sharp, playmaker, and lockdown takeover. I'm gonna go with Luna's range and finishing moves very easily, quite easily. Like I said, you could argue this is the best build on the entire list for a point guard or guard build, but I had to put it at number 2 because I do have a little bit of bias for number 1. And the build comes out as similar to shades of Lonzo Ball, Tyrese Halliburton, and LaMelo Ball, and the build comes out as a 2-way 3-point shot creator. All right, so coming in at number 3, the reason why this build is gonna come in a little lower is because it's the shortest build, so the defense on it is just, I would say it's not as easy to defend with this build as the other 4 builds, but the offense is probably the best because it's the fastest. So let's hop into a point guard. Hand the numbers up to you. So it's the 6'1". I wouldn't go any shorter than the 6'1" on this game. Last year had a lot more options to go shorter. I don't really know what was going. I don't know why they nerfed short heights so much. I feel like last year, to be honest, that was the most build diversity that they had in a minute when it comes to all the different heights. Like, cause it was just an incentive to make every single like other height. Like maybe the 6'1" was, or 6'1" wasn't that good, or maybe it was the 6 foot. But every other height had a good reason to make it. Like 5'7" had a decent reason to make it because it was fast and you could get a crazy high 3-point rating. When it comes to being the tallest build, you had exponential reason to make that because it would be a lot easier for you to score in the paint on other people. It was a reason to make pretty much every single height in the game last year. This year, it's still reasons to make certain heights, but it's not nearly as versatility, I would say. But yeah, that's just me. Now, 6'1", 163, 6'7", body type is up to you. Now, when it comes to the build, you're going to enter with an 86 driving nut that's going to allow you to have limitless takeoff, gold with silver, and silver posterizer and slithery finisher, and all these other badges for the tier 1 and tier 2. You're not really worried about the tier 1 and tier 2 too much. You're really just worried about getting limitless takeoff and posterizer. That's just what it is. Now, when it comes to everything else, you got a 74 layup. Kind of want that to be a little bit higher, but with everything else you get on the build, you kind of just got to take that hit. So you got a 92 3-ball with a 77 mid-range with a 71 free throw. That's going to be able to help you play 5v5, but the 92 3-ball with a 6'1" is really important because you're going to be able to have the gold limitless range with gold agent 3s, with gold grinders, and pretty much all this other stuff, at least Hall of Fame or gold. Now, when it comes to the ball handle, you got a 92. Honestly, you kind of want to get that to like a 95 to even 96 so you can be able to now have like a Hall of Fame unpluckable and a Hall of Fame clamp breaker, especially on the 6'1". But I want to have at least some defense. Now, you could do that if you didn't really care too much about defense. There are some people even going out and making 99 3.61s. I just wouldn't do that because you're not going to have no defense and you're going to have even less offense. So you're going to be able to shoot crazy, but it's going to be interesting. That's all I can say. But yeah, 92, 77, 75. Now, when it comes to the 86 perimeter defense, you're going to be able to play good on-ball defense when it comes to bumping people. But when it comes to people getting to the rim, you have no interior defense. So your hands-up defense is not going to really matter too much at all, even with a 6'7 wingspan. So you're not even going to have max wingspan on a 6'1. You're going to be 6'1 with no interior defense, no block. So people love the rim run on this game. They're going to see you. They're going to rim run you. It's going to be really tough to stop. You're going to really need that clamps as soon as possible. You're going to really want to use this glove. You're going to really want to use this interceptor because the backdoor cuts, people going to try it. People going to try it on you. It's just a fact. I don't really know what to tell you. So you really going to use badges like clamps. You're going to use badges like challenger. You're going to use badges like glove. You're going to use badges like interceptor. And all of these badges are tier 3. And I'm going to be honest, it's going to be kind of tough for you to be able to put on all these badges. So just letting y'all know that. Now, they do have the new core badge where you can now still use shooting and still have stuff like that. So maybe you don't use posterizer and you just use limitless takeoff and you double core badge defensive and not have no core badge for the finishing. So now you can be able to have like a challenger and an interceptor with a clamps, and maybe you just leave out glove. That's really on you how you want to do that, but you do have a 90 steal so you can be able to get gold interceptor. 41 offensive rebound, that's just based off the perimeter defense. So yeah. Then when it comes to, I'm pretty sure I just put this as high as I possibly could. It didn't go up anymore, just what it was. You could really lower that all the way. Now, when it comes to this, you could lower this and be able to get more interior defense. You can max this out even. But I'm going to be honest, it's not moving too far. Now, you can also raise this one and get more defensive badges because more defensive badges is always going to help. You can raise this up. You can raise a lot of couple of different things up. You can even raise the layup. But honestly, if I'm being honest with you, I think having that 96 acceleration where you can be faster is important, but it's only one faster. So honestly, you probably do want to go like this and then go here and be able to have more and then even go here. Maybe even try to do that. I don't know. You can mix this up however you want to do it. I personally would do it like this somehow, and then I guess you can raise this up. I don't know. Maybe you go free throw to get more for 5v5. I don't know. Yeah, you can tweak that how you want it. Now, when it comes to the strength, that's just based off the perimeter defense again. Vertical 75, just to be able to have the driving dunk and vertical so you can get contact dunks. You don't really have a block, you don't really have rebound, so if you on current gen, you don't really need that at all on this build, I'm gonna be honest. And then stamina, I just put that as high as possible because gym rat is under the hood, but I have not seen any proof of it besides the fact that Mike Wing, before the game came out, said that gym rat does give you +4 to all your physicals, but I've never seen like there be like any proof to such claim. So I don't know. Sometimes I don't care, sometimes I do, but I'm just saying that for video purposes. Limitless range, you do get shot creator, sharp, playmaker, and lock. You don't get slasher, unfortunately, but you do get these two, which is really OP for this build. You don't even have to really go limitless range since you do have that 92 3-ball with a gold, what's it called? So you really could go spot of position and just be able to get crazy amounts of greens when they take. But that's pretty much the best options as well. Limitless range is pull-up precision, because you can fade with the pull-up precision and shoot it from crazy deep. But yeah, Kennedy Smith, Darius Garland, and Damian Lillard. That makes a lot of sense. And yeah, two-way, three-point shot creator. Build comes at number 3. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today's video. If you guys want more videos like this, just make sure to show the support by liking and subscribing. I've been going crazy on the streams lately on the backup channel, so all you gotta do if you want to be in tune to those, just make sure to go follow me down in the description. Click those links. Make sure you follow me on Kick. Make sure you follow me on Twitch. You can join the Discord if you want to be more connected with me in all those type of situations. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today. If you guys want more, make sure to like the video, make sure to subscribe if you're new. Make sure you go down and look at all of my backup channels and see if you mess with any of that stuff. I got a channel for pretty much anything: NBA, music, NFL. It don't matter. Just go and look and see if you like any of this stuff. Make sure you subscribe to what you like, and you ain't even gotta subscribe to nothing else. But that's gonna be pretty much it for today. If you guys want more, make sure to like the video, make sure to subscribe, share this video to anybody that will help. All that good stuff out the way though. It's your boy Fitz, out the build.
Tell them to bring me my money. Yeah!
So I was checking my analytics. Even with 100K, we still have 80% of you guys not subscribed. I don't know what else I gotta do. Now, if you guys want to get more in touch with me, you can join the Discord. But how you watching my videos and not subscribe? Subscribe! It's that simple.